Title: The Journey of Young Jukon. Once upon a time, in a quaint little village nestled between lush green hills and sparkling streams, lived a young boy named Jukon. At just 10 years old, Jukon was a curious and imaginative child, always seeking adventure in the world around him. With tousled brown hair, bright blue eyes, and a heart full of dreams, he often found himself lost in daydreams of far-off lands and heroic quests. Jukon lived with his grandmother, a wise and gentle woman who had raised him since he was a baby. She filled their small cottage with warmth and love, sharing stories of bravery and kindness that inspired Jukon. Though they were not wealthy, they had each other, and that was enough. However, life in the village was not always easy. The villagers struggled with the changing seasons, and many faced hardships that weighed heavily on their hearts. One sunny afternoon, while exploring the woods near his home, Jukon stumbled upon a hidden glade. In the center stood an ancient oak tree, its gnarled branches stretching towards the sky. Intrigued, Jukon approached the tree and noticed something shimmering at its base. As he drew closer, he discovered a small, intricately carved wooden box. With trembling hands, he opened it to find a glowing stone that radiated warmth and light. In that moment, Jukon felt a surge of energy coursing through him. He realized that this stone held a special power, but he didn't know how to use it. With the stone clutched tightly in his hand, Jukon ran back home, excited to share his discovery with his grandmother. "Grandma, look what I found," he exclaimed, holding up the glowing stone. His grandmother's eyes widened in surprise. "Ah, my dear Jukon, that is no ordinary stone. It is said to have the power to grant courage and hope to those who possess it. But remember, such power comes with great responsibility." As days turned into weeks, Jukon began to notice changes in himself. The stone filled him with newfound confidence, and he started to help his neighbors with their troubles. He helped mend fences, carried water for the elderly, and even assisted the local farmer with his crops. Each act of kindness seemed to amplify the stone's glow, and the villagers began to notice the transformation in their lives. However, not everyone was pleased with Jukon's newfound influence. A grumpy old man named Garrett, who lived on the outskirts of the village, grew envious of Jukon's popularity. He believed that the boy was trying to show him up and sought to take the stone for himself. One stormy night, while the village slept, Garrett snuck into Jukon's cottage and stole the glowing stone. When Jukon awoke the next morning and discovered the stone was missing, he felt a wave of despair wash over him. Without the stone, he felt as though he had lost his purpose. The village had begun to thrive, but now darkness loomed as Garrett plotted to use the stone's power for his own selfish desires. Determined to retrieve the stone and restore hope to his village, Jukon set out on a quest. He ventured deep into the forest, following the faint glow that seemed to call to him. Along the way, he encountered various challenges, crossing a raging river, navigating through thick brambles, and facing his own fears. With each obstacle, he remembered his grandmother's words about courage and kindness, which fueled his resolve. Finally, Jukon reached Garrett's lair, a dark cave hidden behind a waterfall. Summoning all his courage, he entered the cave and confronted the old man. "Garrett, the stone belongs to the village, not to you. It's meant to bring hope, not despair." Garrett sneered, clutching the stone tightly. "Hope? What has hope ever done for me? I will use its power to take what I want." But Jukon stood firm. "You may have the stone, but you will never have the hearts of the villagers. True power comes from kindness and love, not greed." In that moment, something remarkable happened. The stone began to glow brighter, responding to Jukon's bravery and sincerity. The light enveloped Garrett, and for the first time, he felt the warmth of compassion. The anger that had consumed him began to fade, replaced by a sense of understanding. Realizing the error of his ways, Garrett released the stone. Jukon caught it and felt its energy surge through him once more. He turned to Garrett and offered him a hand. Join us. Together, we can bring hope back to the village. To everyone's surprise, Garrett accepted Jukon's offer. As they returned to the village together, the stone glowed brighter than ever, illuminating the path ahead. The villagers welcomed Garrett with open arms, and he gradually learned the value of kindness and community. From that day forward, Jukon became known as the boy who brought hope to the village. With his grandmother by his side and Garrett as a newfound friend, Jukon continued to spread joy and courage wherever he went. The glowing stone remained a symbol of their journey, a reminder that true strength lies not in power, but in the love we share with one another. And so, young Jukon's story became a cherished tale, inspiring generations to embrace kindness and courage, knowing that they too could make a difference in the world. The end. Now don't forget to subscribe and press the like button to not skip any other stories from Wisdom Way.